Welcome to Montiel's take on WWE. This is a new series that is going to be on the channel. I'm going to start breaking everything in a series. This is going to be the first series, so welcome. So today I'm going to talk about a few things. First of which will be WWE 2K22. I know it's kind of late, but I wanted to get a chance to really experience the game. Every nook and cranny, not getting caught up in the hype, just seeing how it progresses and how it goes to give a full, thorough review on W2K22 Deluxe Edition. If it doesn't show up backwards on the camera, but whatever. So let me just get this out of the way. Personally, like, I don't compare this game to WWE 2K20, and I don't compare it to Battlegrounds because let's just face facts, those two games were trash. Saying that this game is better than those two games isn't really much. It's not saying much at all. It's not much of a stretch to guarantee that a new game could be better than two trash games. Okay, I like to compare this game to 2K19, which I really enjoyed. 2K18 and so on. So you get the gist of where I'm going with this. So let's talk about a couple of gameplay features. Okay, so I'm gonna get straight to the negatives because we all know the positives. Great graphics, great controls, da 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 da. Let's get to the negatives. All right. Number one being that this is the deluxe edition. I'm kind of a little bit pissed off at the DLC situation, and this is nothing new at all. We're all pretty pissed about it. Um, this is, this is insane. You are not gonna have Aaliyah. You're not gonna have Zelina Vega. You're not gonna have the Bella Twins. You're not gonna have Lita. Among other stars. But you're gonna put in freaking Logan Paul, and I'm surprised they didn't throw a Bad Bunny in there. But they're gonna throw in MGK too as a playable character or whatever. Oh, and speaking about MGK, this is probably, and I'm sorry to say this, the weakest soundtrack for a WWE 2K game ever. I'm just gonna put that out there. This shit is just horrible. There's about like 4 songs on the actual soundtrack that I like. So I went into the settings and put in, the WWE themes, Undertaker, Styles, Roman Reigns. I'd rather hear that on loop over and over again than 66% of, these songs because it's just trash. But back to the game and what I have a problem with it. Okay, Showcase. It's all right. You're basically just completing a bunch of objectives to, win the match, how it's supposed to go. You're basically following a script, and then you unlock characters like Eddie Guerrero, and I think is Randy Orton in there? I haven't even played the whole thing because I really don't have that much interest in it whatsoever. The only reason I'm going to play it is because you get to unlock people like Kane and JBL and people like that. So my faction. So to wrap that up, Showcase is all right. Something to write home about. They have that stupid ass song in the background, though. You guys know what I'm talking about. It's like a lobby music that you just can't stand in the elevator. I hate that. So I wish they wouldn't have put that in there, but it is what it is. Secondly, actually, see, I'm all over the place right now. My faction, let me tell you something. If I didn't get a deluxe edition and I didn't get the Undertaker, my faction pack, I think I would have probably dropped the controller and done something else. I don't know if that's kind of being a jackass. But all it basically is you're collecting these cards, and then they put you in matches against, the AI with their cards, and you see who's better. If you have a lower card than the other teams, you're really gonna have to fight your ass off because it's like it doesn't even matter if like the overalls don't matter in my faction. So if Roman Reigns is a 95, it's not gonna matter if he's only like an emerald card and the other card is like The Rock, and The Rock's legendary. The Rock is already gonna get a distinct advantage. So overall, I enjoyed my faction, but you really have to be patient with it. I like the rewards. It's kind of like Supercard on steroids, to be honest. WWE Supercard on steroids. Which again, I don't play Supercard all that much, but because of this deluxe edition, you get the free Rey Mysterio and Dominic pack. So I was like, what the hell? I'll start using it. And I have fun with that too. So And honestly, okay, so this is the biggest problem I have with this game. This would be the last thing to wrap up 2K22 on the negatives. Um, the online play kind of sucks. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know why we're having so many crashes, and sometimes I'm in the lobby and I have to wait like at least 5 to 10 minutes before I actually get a match. And then when you even get in a match, people start leaving the lobby. Like, what the hell? Why are we leaving the lobbies? Why are we leaving the lobbies? I don't know if it's because servers are crashing or people are just being dickheads. I have no idea. But seriously, they need to fix the online play, because honestly, I have a better time playing the AI on legendary mode. That's right, legendary mode, highest of the high. No cap. And I'm busting ass, man. I'm kicking ass. Obviously, I get my ass kicked sometimes. I try not to lose to Roman Reigns, but I've lost to The Undertaker. I've lost Stone Cold and to Ray. But Ray's was just a glitch in the game. For some reason, I usually beat Ray, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna make excuses. But yeah, overall, this game is an 8 out of 10. I feel like it is better than 19, 18, and 17. I think it's on par with 14, 15. Obviously, the older games, like 13, 12. I feel like they're on. I think those are slightly better, a little bit on par with that. The biggest disappointment for me in this fucking game is the roster. Hands down, it's the roster. It just feels incomplete. Usually, we have variations of characters. You ain't gonna get that in this one. Triple H, 91. And it's just like, I guess, old man Triple H, if you want to call it that. And you get Shawn Michaels from 2005, I think it is. There's no variations whatsoever. This is like, they improved on the game modes and the gameplay, but it's like we went backwards with the basic principles of the game. Now it's like, okay, we went from a great roster to an average roster. I hate to say this, but maybe in 2K20 they might have had a better roster than 2K22 roster wise. Game wise, yeah, 2K22 crushes this. I don't like to compare it. I think there's no question. But as far as rosters go, yeah, we have a little bit of an issue right here. I honestly think 2K should make more DLC packs. But I know they're going to be jackasses about it and charge us for extra packs, because DLC only gives you access to 5 DLC packs. Dude, they should just put these people in the game. You cannot have a current day game, without Zelina Vega and Aaliyah. And I mean, I'm glad they're putting Almost in there. I know he doesn't really matter to a lot of us, but honestly, like, my problem with WWE games is that they always feel outdated. They need to start fixing that. There should be like some patches. Like, if you guys really want WWE to stick with you, 2K, I mean, just make those adjustments. Just put the rosters in there. Take it to the next level. If it costs more money, who cares? Like, just give it to us. We deserve it. After the 2 shit games that you guys pulled out your asses the last 2 years, right? Make a name for yourselves. It's time to do it right. But overall, 8 out of 10. I really enjoy this game. I play this game a lot. It's just a bitch to get all the trophies. I've never been much of a trophy getter, but all of a sudden I've changed my attitude on that, and I've got like 32% of the trophies. But yeah, you really need to be dedicated to My Rise, My Faction. I mean, just the whole 9 showcase. And it's like, you really need to go in depth. Universe mode, I think it has improved, but obviously it's like, what the hell are we doing here sometimes still, even though you still have complete control. But anyways, moving on from 2K22. Obviously, the WWE fans and the community, we all know that legendary Scott Hall, aka Razor Ramon, passed away this past Monday. And again, I know I'm kind of late, but I've just been trying to like figure things out with YouTube and all that, and where I'm gonna go with it. But I would just like to say a few words for him. I didn't grow up with him, because obviously I'm too young for that. That era, I didn't catch him. But I always went back to the 90s and 80s because of my dad. And I'd like to see what WWE has improved on since then or gotten worse on. And Razor Ramon is instantly one of my favorites. From his entrance to his attire to his attitude to his promos. And I mean, that one at the restaurant where he tries to give him the bill and he's like, "You know who I am? I'm Razor Ramon." They find out I eat in this restaurant, they line up down the street, Chico. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like legendary shit. And then obviously, who can forget the ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship against Shawn Michaels? Like, that will live on forever. He will live on forever. He's coming out with the Funko Pop soon, GameStop exclusive for any of you guys who want to get a pop that's, you know, affordable and not these people trying to make money off somebody's death and shit, which I can't stand. I mean, yesterday, the pop was worth about $17 to $22. And now all of a sudden people are selling it for like 100, 180, especially just like the NWO face version. Like, it's just ridiculous. But you know, people are all about that money. I think it's bullshit, but whatever. But yeah, Scott Hall, aka Razor Ramon, will always live on with me and the entire wrestling family. We all know this. Rest in peace. Prayers with his family, his friends, his fans, everybody. I just cannot wait until I do like some sort of like tribute for him. I hope they put it like a match compilation or a match special about him on Peacock. But yeah, I told my dad about it, and you know, 3 heart attacks, and it just broke my heart that they took him off life support. But you know, you got to make a call. So it's just the way life goes. We all get called someday. We just got to make the best of it while we're here. So from that melancholy note, we move on to this past Raw Monday. Also, Kevin Owens started out with "Hey Yo." Honestly, I'm gonna give my thoughts on Kevin Owens against Steve Austin. Then I'm going to give my thoughts on Edge and everything circling around him and AJ Styles and Seth Rollins. And then we're gonna wrap this video up. So to be honest with you, I'm very excited for Kevin Owens versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. I've never been a big fan of Kevin Owens, but I definitely respect him because, you know, guys like, you know, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, you know, back in 2016, I know he's John Moxley now. Like, my favorite guys at the time would be like a yin without no yang. You know what I'm saying? And he's always been that yang. You know, especially, who can forget that 2016 last man standing match between Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose? But, you know, it's kind of beside the point, but you guys know where I'm getting at. He's a great worker, great wrestler, great talent. He works hard, he respects the business. And I can appreciate somebody like that. I'm very excited for this match. Stone Cold, obviously a legend, one of the greatest of all time, definitely on my Mount Rushmore. This is going to be great. I just hope that fans don't expect too much. I mean, because it's kind of like a whole Goldberg situation. Not that I'm comparing Stone Cold to Goldberg, but it's like I feel like we kind of overhype these legends, but we don't realize how old they are and how limited they are in their ability. It sucks. I wish people didn't get old. So I mean, imagine, you know, Roman Reigns fighting The Rock in his prime, and you know, having all these people in their primes to have matches. I wish it worked that way, but it doesn't. So I'm looking forward to a 10-minute match. I think Stone Cold is going to give it the best shot that he can. And I know he will. And hopefully it delivers and it doesn't turn out to be some stupid ass, you know, gimmicky, short little segment match. I don't think it will. I think Stone Cold has too much pride for that. I think he's going to work his ass off and he's going to get the job done. KO is, you know, a master at promos. He's a great heel. I feel like the build-up for this match is good. I feel like the hype around this match is an 8 out of 10, like, which I think is the highest it's going to get. I mean, obviously, Texas is going to be hyped up more than anybody else. But yeah, no, this rivalry should be great. It should knock it out the park. I'm looking forward to Stunner against Stunner. I hope Stone Cold, I hope he wins the match. Otherwise, I'm going to have a lot of pissed off family members, if you know what I mean. But I hope KO hits Stone Cold with the Stunner, and then Stone Cold kicks out, and then Stone Cold gives him like the baddest fucking stunner that he can, and he wins the match, dumps a beer on him, yada yada yada. Now we move on to Edge. Edge's theme, his new theme, is badass. Okay, I don't give a f what everybody else is thinking, talking about, oh, Metalingus is like, oh, the greatest song ever, and da 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 da. You know, to a lot of people it may be, but it doesn't fit his character. And to me, it doesn't matter how great of a song it is. It's going to look like crap if it doesn't fit who it's supposed to be, you know, representing. Like, for example, Ronda Rousey. I don't like her. I don't like her as a person. I don't like her as a wrestler. I don't like her as anything. But this song just makes it so much effing worse. Like, I mean, I really don't like Bad Reputation, but Bad Reputation so does not fit that character whatsoever. You got a badass MMA, you know, baddest woman on the planet coming out. I don't give a damn. I'm a bad reputation. It so does not fit at all. It doesn't fit. It looks like trash. And not that I'm saying that Meta Ninjas look that bad on Edge with this character, but it just doesn't fit. This song is badass. Okay, from the guitar riffs to the dark tone to the lyrics. I mean, the whole nine. It's just there, and it fits his character. He is sitting on the mountain of omnipotence, looking down on everybody, or whatever he's saying. Honestly, I think he needs to get his ass kicked. Love the song. Can't stand Edge. Never could stand Edge. AJ Styles is gonna come back and he's gonna whoop his ass. As far as like WrestleMania goes, Roman Reigns is my favorite wrestler, period. But I cannot say that he's going to have the best match at WrestleMania because we've seen this match against Brock Lesnar too many goddamn times. And it's a complete opposite case with this match where AJ Styles and Edge are crossing paths for the first time in a one-on-one match in a pretty badass storyline. I can't wait to see what happens next Monday on Raw with these two guys. Hype around this match, 9.5 out of 10. Only reason I don't give it a 10 right now is because we haven't seen much of AJ Styles. You know what I mean? Like we haven't seen him talk, we haven't seen him beat his ass, we haven't seen him do shit because he got concertoed right out of the company for 2 weeks. But looking forward to it. Hope AJ Styles is gonna whoop his ass at WrestleMania and on Raw. But we'll see what happens. Lastly, before we wrap up this video, ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins and that whole situation. You guys know what we want. You guys know what we're praying for. We're praying that Cody Rhodes comes back next week on Raw and him going against Seth Rollins will become official. And they'll start. But the thing is, I mean, those are two of the best guys in the industry right now, but I'm sorry, 2 weeks to build up something that's supposed to be in the showcase of the Immortals. We're running a little low on time. Hope is shrinking by the minute. Do I hope he comes back? Yes, it would be awesome. I love Cody Rhodes' work in AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and WWE. I mean, if it does work out and he signed a contract, he's ready to go. I know he's ready to go, and I know Seth is ready to go, and it's go time. It's time to make a WrestleMania that's just gonna blow the last 10 out of the water. That should be the goal every year. I know it's hard, but honestly, I don't think the last 10 years they were great WrestleManias, but they weren't top of the line. I'd rewatch it 100 times at WrestleManias. This could be that one. They have a lot of work to do. They have a lot to live up to. But yeah, we're hoping Cody Rhodes comes back. Can't wait to see the guy next week. If he does come up, fingers crossed. It'll be a 5-star match, 4-star match at the least at WrestleMania. I mean, you guys know how those guys fight. Their fighting styles, their technicians, their high flyers. I mean, they're all arounders in my opinion, Seth and Cody. So yeah, to wrap this up, stick around. There's a lot of hype going around WWE right now. Happy to talk about it. Starting this new series, it's go time. Montelverse coming at you. I will be releasing new series, and I'm gonna try to edit my best. With a whole thumbnail. Thumbnail's gonna take a while. It's just, to me, I'm kind of old school where it's like presentation really doesn't matter. You can have the fanciest fireworks show on the planet. If the content ain't there, then what's the point? But yeah, I realized that I have to step up the editing game and all that. I do have videos in 4K now, so that's good news. And I'll catch you guys next time. We have a lot to work on. We have a lot to do, and we're gonna release everything. Let's get going. All right, I'll see you guys.